So you're saying the affirmations, you're visualizing the outcome, and you're saying you're doing the inner work. And you're feeling like, well, nothing's really changing, especially nothing in the areas that you truly want to see some difference. And then you're wondering, well, what else do I need to do? And here's the thing though, you're not stuck because of what you're doing, because you've been doing all the right things, right? You're seemingly stuck because of the state you're doing it from. So you're affirming, visualizing, surrendering, but from the state of, well, I'm not still this version. I still don't have this relationship or this opportunity. Well, I hope this surrendering stuff works. I hope this I am stuff works. And no matter how pretty the words sound, the state is lack, right? Another name for state is identity, and that identity is survival. Because here's what you need to understand: a state is not an emotion. A state is not a mood. A state is a world. Let's see what a state is clearly. A state is another word for identity. It's how you relate to life. It's how you see yourself, you see others, the world, your desires, your past, your future. Each state carries its own, assumptions, emotions, thoughts, desires, expectations, perceived problems, behaviors, how you act, how others seem to act towards you, what you think is possible, interpretations, opportunities that come your way. So a state is not really how you feel. It's the entire ecosystem you live in. It's the lens. It's from where meanings come, right? It's the default meaning maker, the behavioral autopilot, if you want to call it that. And let's just say we take two people in a relationship, right? One is in the state of, I am loved, secure, and safe. And the other is in the state of, well, I'm not good enough. This person will also probably leave me. The same partner, same text, same circumstances. One feels loved and the other feels anxious. When I say same partner, same type of partner. Why? It's because they're in two different states. In other words, they're in different identities, different worlds. One might interpret silence as peace. The other thinks silence is rejection. One responds with warmth. The other reacts with panic. And neither of them are wrong. They're just living in two different, seemingly different realities, seemingly two different worlds. And I've seen this in clients as well. Like one client was wanting to increase her wealth, and she affirmed, visualized, and even wore a wealthy woman perfume. But every time she looked at her bank account, in her phone, now it's so easy to check your account on your phone, she would spiral. So she wondered, like, why does it feel like I'm just faking it, right? Because she was doing wealthy woman things from the state of, well, I'm scared of being broke. So her words were in one state, her identity was in another. And until she paused and shifted into a different state, her actions were just efforting inside a cage. So here's the other thing when we explore even further. Every state that you can be in arises from one of two places. It's either from lack, meaning the separate self or the ego, or wholeness, which is I am. And that's it. So you're either identifying with the separate self, the ego, the one who thinks something is missing, or you're resting in I am, the whole, the complete, the source, the God, love, freedom, whatever you want to call it. And when you're in lack, you chase love, you hustle for money, you try to become confident, you also try to become humble. You constantly check, narrate, analyze, adjust, everything in support of lack. And when you're in wholeness, well, you find that you don't need to manage, you don't need to perform, you don't need to force. Desires unfold in your physical world quite naturally. Actions also flow naturally. You'll find that you're taking insignificant actions too, because that's natural. Because from wholeness, you're not trying to get, you're expressing what already is. So let's call this what it really is, right? Wholeness equals I am equals God. God equals awareness or consciousness itself. And it says in scripture too, I am that I am. Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. And that's not just a poetic line, right? That's the most powerful identity there is. In fact, it's an identity-less identity. It's not I am becoming, not I am almost there, just I am. And from I am, states like abundance, love, health, peace arise effortlessly because they're not things to get. They are expressions or extensions of who you already are. So think of each state like a reality tunnel, right? You put on the goggles and the world changes. Same street, different world. Like when you're in love and everything feels romantic, even the rain, even thunder, or when you're anxious, and then the same rain makes you feel doomed. It's the state you're in. You don't manifest from the world you are seeing with your physical eyes. You manifest from the world you are being. And I know you can sense that as well. You've seen it in your own life, how all of this plays out. So I want you to pause right now. Pick something that you want, wish, manifest. Doesn't matter how small or big it is. And just see, what state have I been living in around this? Just notice. Does it have a flavor of, well, I hope this works? I still need to become worthy. What if I mess this up again? Like, what is it? Or is it like, yeah, it's cool. Nothing off about that. Just take a breath and then ask, like, well, what would shift if I rested in the knowing that I'm already whole? What if the desire is already yours and you're just recognizing the fact that it's yours? Just notice this shift. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have to force an action yet. Just rest in it. What does it reveal to you? You don't have to feel a particular emotion. It can feel ordinary. It can give you relief. It can adjust your body posture. So yeah, you're not stuck because of your thoughts. You're stuck because of the state you're in, and you're seemingly stuck. You feel like you're stuck. So you don't need better affirmations. You need a new lens. You don't need to force a new story. You need to see through and allow the old identity to dissolve. And I have several videos around that too. And you don't do that by effort. You do it by resting back into I am, which was never missing anything, which is who you truly are. Because a state is not how you feel. A state is an entire world. And that world flows from who you feel and trust that you are. So let's stop fixing the circumstances, stop editing the movie, and just for today, just notice, what state am I living from? Lack or wholeness? Then breathe. Set the story aside. Check in with your body, what you notice. Be with whatever is arising in your body. And then go about your day. See where the world will take you. It may feel significant, it may not. We only connect the dots, looking backwards, as Steve Jobs says, not forwards. And of course, if you need some assistance in seeing this, some support, then you can reach out to me for one-on-one sessions. It's in the description below. And if you want to see that you're one with your desires and not separate from them, then you can check out my Weightless Experience, or even the Unwind course as a starter. I would love to hear from you and see you in the comments. I'll interact with you there.